If you've ever missed a text or a call as an agent, you're going to want to hear this because this is the moment where most real estate agents think, oh, I'll respond later. And then later comes is when your entire business starts falling apart. Let me explain. Every missed text, every unanswered call, every I'll get back to them in an hour, these moments might feel small to you, but they are massive to the clients. People think agents lose deals because someone else worked for less of a commission, someone else had better marketing, or someone else was more experienced. Nope, that's not the reason. Agents lose deals because of one missed message in the exact moment when their client needed them the most. And here's the scary part. You don't even know when that moment happens. Let me break this down psychologically. When a client texts you, their internal timer starts. Not consciously, but it's instinct. They're asking themselves, did they see it? Are they ignoring me? Are they busy with another client? Do they even care? Should I start looking for someone else? Meanwhile, you are in a showing or handling some paperwork, or you're driving, or you're just trying to get one quiet moment to breathe. But clients don't measure your effort. They measure your responsiveness, and it's brutal. It's unfair, but that's the game that you're in. Let me explain this from a different perspective. My first business was an automotive window tinting shop. Losing business happens so fast in the window tinting industry. I used to wear this Bluetooth headset all day long, and I hated it, but when you're in the middle of installing a window and your phone rings, you can't put the film down, and if you don't pick up the call, that's a potential lost job. I could sit here all day long and tell you stories of how I lost customers from not picking up my phone when it rang. Before I had the headset, I'd finish installing the window and call back the number that I just missed. I can't tell you how many times in under 10 minutes they already scheduled with another shop. That's just how fast it happens. People will go to whoever picks up the phone. And I even had one customer call and ask me how much it would cost to remove all the tint on their car and then retint their car. I said to them that if there's something wrong with the film, it's covered under the warranty and it would get replaced at no cost to you. But that was when I heard, well, when I called you the last time, you couldn't get me in that day. You said that I could bring it in the next day. So I just went somewhere else and they really didn't do a good job. Well, if that's the case, it's going to be full removal price and full price to tint your car. And then he actually asked me if I'd give him a deal to do it for less because he was the one that was impatient. Like, it's my fault that I should work for less because you couldn't wait. But this is what people do. And that was when I realized that the tinting industry wasn't about who could tint the car the best. It was who was available right now. And I actually used to joke and said that I was going to rename my shop Little Caesars because it's hot and ready. Just drive by the back door and I'll throw some tint at your car. Let's just see what sticks. I couldn't get over how impatient people were. Most agents think they missed the call because they were busy or they were showing a home. They just didn't hear the phone ring. They were driving. They were overwhelmed. They were dealing with another client. It wasn't a good time. No. The real reason they miss messages is because the volume of communication in real estate has outgrown what the human brain can manage. That's it. The job has evolved, the communication load has doubled, and is still growing, but the number of hours in the day has stayed the same. You don't have a time problem. You don't have an organization problem. You don't have a get a better system problem. You have a volume problem, and nobody is talking about that. Because here's what actually happens when you miss a call. Your phone rings, you stare at it, you think, ugh, not right now. I'll call them back later. I'm in the middle of something. I just definitely can't deal with that right now. And your brain says, I'll remember. No, you won't. You won't remember. Do you know why? Because you're not a robot. You're a human in 2025 trying to manage 47 text threads, 10 clients, 3 deals, 6 lenders, and everyone else's mother-in-law. You're not forgetful. You're overloaded. And after watching this pattern for years with agents that I work with, friends, clients, myself, I finally realized this industry doesn't need more training. It doesn't need more systems. It doesn't need another follow-up strategy, whatever that means. It doesn't need motivation and it doesn't need mindset coaching. It needs a way to handle communication in real time, even when agents can't. That's when I started building something that could step in during those moments, not to replace agents, but to protect their reputation when they can't be everywhere at once. So if you're an agent and you ever missed a text or a call, understand this. It's not your fault, but it is costing you. Your business doesn't fall apart in big ways. It falls apart in tiny invisible moments. One missed message at a time. And if you recognize the problem, you're already ahead of 95% of the industry. And hey, if this hits home for you, if you ever felt that knot in your stomach when you realize you missed the message, or if you've ever thought, I swear, I'm doing everything I can, so why does it still feel like I'm behind? Then you're exactly who I make these videos for. So do me a favor, hit subscribe, because this series is designed to walk you through the real reason agents feel overwhelmed, and more importantly, how to finally break out of it. In the next video, I'm digging into something agents never talk about. Why things slip through the cracks, even if you're organized. And trust me, that one's going to sting a little, but in a good way. So I'll see you on the next video.